A military operation is unfolding around a Middle Eastern choke point. At Lebanon's southern border, the Litani River runs 19 miles inland. Drawing a line at this river, the territory caught below, it encompasses roughly 10. They've also bombed every major bridge crossing the Litani River. Without usable bridges, moving people or aid across the river becomes a logistical nightmare. This targeted destruction suggests a strategic goal beyond combat, the physical and logistical severing of the south from the rest of Lebanon. While a foreign army bombs its bridges and occupies its territory, the official Lebanese military remains a bystander. This raises a systemic question. Why is the state unable to intervene? Lebanon's rigid sectarian system requires a Maronite president, Sunni prime minister, Shiite speaker, and Druze military chief. This fractures the state, creating a stark military imbalance. The National Army operates on $635 million, while Hezbollah receives $1 billion from Iran, overpowering the government. Any attempt by the government to disarm Hezbollah risks triggering a domestic sectarian revolt because the military is itself divided along religious lines. Confronting the militia could restart the civil wars of the past. This structural paralysis leaves the central government trapped. They lack the military strength to restrain Hezbollah and the political unity to halt the Israeli conquest of the south. The official Israeli military stance is that this is a temporary buffer zone, a security measure required to protect its northern residents from rocket fire. But high-ranking cabinet ministers, like Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, have called for the expansion of the Israeli border up to the Litani River. History provides a clear precedent. In 1967, the Golan Heights was occupied as a temporary buffer zone, only to be formally annexed 14 years later. In the south, the military is following the Gaza model, clearing entire border villages to make them uninhabitable and ensure that residents cannot return. Destroying logistical links and the rhetoric of permanent resettlement follow the historical playbook for territory acquisition. The immediate result of the invasion is a humanitarian crisis affecting over 1 million people. Most of these displaced residents come from the Shiite community in the south. Extensive urban rubble and collapsed buildings in residential areas make immediate return impossible. In many border towns, there is simply nothing left to return to. Families are fleeing north with whatever possessions they can carry, creating a massive wave of internal migration. This migration drops a demographic bomb onto the country. Hundreds of thousands of Shiites are now seeking refuge in Christian, Sunni, and Druze neighborhoods, upsetting the national sectarian balance. Other sects now fear that harboring displaced people will draw Israeli strikes or Hezbollah influence into their own communities, fueling a deepening sense of paranoia. If this massive demographic shift remains permanent, it risks shattering Lebanon's delicate internal peace and pushing the state toward collapse.